So a couple of years ago, right, I knew this girl who'd like go around to everyone, like in all parties, all gatherings, whatever, wherever you met up, right? She'd be like, "Oh, like I'm so sad, I'm like so depressed, and I'm going through this, I'm going through that." And then I like start to wonder, like, are people actually that sad? Like, how are they struggling to be happy? See, I strongly believe like happiness comes from within, and these people who keep going on about depression and how they're depressed and all that are not actually depressed, because I have seen people who are depressed and they're not these people who go around telling everyone how they're depressed and how they're sad all the time. So I asked this girl, right, when was the last time you genuinely tried to be happy? And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, when did you like get up and decide, okay, you know what, today I'm not gonna be sad. I'll get up, I'll work out, I'll try to have a good day, I'll do things I like, maybe learn a new thing or two. No. She's like, oh, how can you say that? I'm depressed, I'm going through all this, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's going through things. Everyone has difficulties, right? You don't sit and whine about it. You try to do something about it. Go to a therapist, learn a new sport, learn a new instrument, whatever. You don't sit and whine about it, because people with actual depression don't do that. I'm all for people with depression. I've actually seen people who are depressed, and it's a terrible, terrible thing. I know it's not easy to deal with, and I wouldn't wish about it like about anyone. But these people who go on about how they're depressed are not depressed. You can tell me if I'm wrong. You can go on about how I am like ignorant and how I haven't faced depression and all that. But these people is just a cry for attention. So my next question to you guys is, are you happy? So I genuinely think, happiness comes from within. Like what you do will bring you happiness, or what you do will not bring you happiness. When I say happiness comes from within, I don't mean you just get up in the morning and be like, oh, I'm happy today, and smile and go on about your day. I just think like the action that you do, the way you perceive it, the way you think about it, is where your happiness comes from. For those of you who are saying I'm ignorant, right? Let me tell you, I have been sad. I've been lonely. I've been alone. I've been depressed. Well, not clinically, just the self-proclaimed one that all these people go on about, right? That kind. But what I do about it? Oh, my girlfriend broke up with me. I realized, okay, I was a fucking loser. I'm making no money. I don't have any career, nothing. So I got up. I started a business, the clothing brand, right? And then the other time, I was sad about something. I was like, oh shit, I was again making no money. My life was a mess. So what I do? I started another business. I started making money. I tried to turn my life around. I really don't think it's that difficult. Like people fail to realize how great, how lucky they are. Like this girl whining, right? She had everything she could ask for. And I know, like, okay, like money doesn't buy happiness and all that, right? But there's a thing called gratitude. Like you can be grateful for things, and you can try to like realize, like, okay, fine, like maybe it's not that bad. I can change it. I can like do something about it, and not just whine about it the entire fucking day. For the few people that are watching this, right, I want you to try this. The next time you're upset, I want you to get out of bed, tell yourself you won't sit there and feel sorry for yourself, and maybe like go hit the gym, do something you like, do something that makes you happy, call a friend, talk to them, do something like that. It's not just whining about how you're depressed. That's not going to help anyone. And guys, I don't mean to be ignorant. I know depression is real, and it's very difficult to deal with, and everyone who has it has my sympathy, and I hope you'll get better really soon. Also, I understand not a lot of people are watching this right now because they're not rich or famous. So once I do become rich and famous, I'd like everyone to come back to this video and watch it and then tell me what you think. So for the few people watching this, I hope you're not depressed, and if you are, I hope you get better and stay happy.